last night we had a question come in on how we can demonstrate data quality and veracity in our systems that people are acting on. So it's an audit from PSA coming in to say, oh, that's very nice. How do you know it's right? Because we've now got things that are doing exactly as you say, pulling all this data together and making and giving a view on it. And it's a risk view. Actually, it's saying, here's your risk posture. So quite rightly, the PSA are going, well, that's very nice, but how do you know it's accurate? Yeah, that's right.
Well, and fortunately or unfortunately, depending on what side you're on, you can keep asking, yeah, but how do you know? Yeah, but how do you know? And, you know, one digital twin I remember creating, it was called My Integrity, right? So I was a flow assurance engineer, but, you know, I'll just be honest with you. I took that as anything that would prevent flow is in my sphere of accountability. So I had an integrity spreadsheet that was primarily looking at the integrity of the facility, because if we have a leak, it shuts down flow. So that's within my accountability. I tend to step out, you know, as far out as I can, and I rely on people stepping on my feet stepping on my feet saying, get out of my space to come back. And it's primarily because I don't want to miss anything, right? But that came up in that space. And I would say corrosion monitoring is a great example, right? When you think about all the data, all the things you do to prevent internal corrosion on steel. You know, I've got corrosion inhibitor, I've got corrosion probes. And when I say corrosion, I'll say corrosion and or erosion. I've got erosion probes here on the wells. I've got them on subsea jumpers. I've got them at the surface. I've got inline corrosion resistivity probes all over the place. I have topsides corrosion inhibitor. I have corrosion coupons that get pulled on a quarterly or more basis. And all that data is coming in. And different people are looking at the different data sets, right? And I also, on Thunder Horse at least, we had, you know, they were called field signature method monitors, right? These big spools with external pins on them, looking at resistivity across pins to look for metal loss. And what we found is that any one piece of that data was not enough to act on. And you had to bring all that data together to get kind of a systems view of it. And you know, and it started with the premise that no one piece of data is completely accurate, right? Even though my corrosion coupon folks were saying, no, we measured it down, the weight of that coupon down to, you know, the whatever degree, you know, you could step back and say, yeah, but it's a corrosion coupon that's sitting in line that isn't equivalent to the same type of flow that's happening on the edge of the pipe. So is it really, yeah, you measured it very precisely, but is it a representation of what's happening? That was less precise, I would say.
Yeah.
And so you really had to bring all this together to actually make judgments. And I started doing that more when I started getting into the engineering manager role, because what I realized was, yeah, any one piece of data, you need that second piece. Even if they just calibrated something, you know, that one sensor, you could still question whether it was accurate. Is it really accurate? Yeah. And so that's where you could use, if this pressure sensor here, you know, was just calibrated, and I want to verify that, you know, that's reading what it should be reading, you know, you have to start thinking of different ways to estimate what that would be, right? And another way would be, well, I have this pressure and I have the rate, so let me use Bernoulli's equation to tell me, you know, this pressure is this, the rate is this. Yes, those have inaccuracies, but based on the numbers they show, it shows that this pressure transmitter should be around this, within this, you know, with this range. And if it is, it gives you not 100% confidence, but it gives you more confidence that it's not way off. I can tell you that.